Because it was considered that internal data provided by bishops only are insufficient to base our conclusions on. So we have gone outside the church. We have included data emanating from a important monitoring body of the UN, which is the UN Committee on the Rights of the Child, which monitors compliance with treaty obligations. Financial, but in terms of human resources. So that the church is not uniform, but it is important that the leadership and the Vatican adopts an attitude of transparency and communication, which really serves the victims as well. I mean, let's not just talk about disciplinary proceedings. Let's talk about how the children feel who have been raped, sexually assaulted, how they feel and how they see these processes in their local church develop without any information, on where the other cases, who is dealing with it, why is it stuck, why is no information coming, and that is unfortunately an issue which can be addressed at central level, but it has to trickle down to the local level.
Creo que la novedad de este informe también es el tema. Tenemos una metodología que nosotros la hemos llamado en inglés Conversional Justice, que es el tema de la conversión, la verdad, la justicia, la reparación integral y la no repetición. En este informe, sobre todo, insistimos en la reparación integral. Es un tema que es insistente.
The next report will definitely have its own focus. As the second report did, building on the first report, the third report will obviously build on that. We expect better responses, more detailed responses from the local churches. We do anticipate a more sense of urgency in terms of some of the recommendations that we want to provide and see acted upon. But at this point in time, I would be honest and say to you that the immediate emphasis is making sure that the second report's recommendations are taken seriously, are owned, are translated, so that they can actually improve the lived reality of children at the grassroots levels.
Tremendous insights that come from that. First of all, it enables us to...
Financial compensation is just one aspect of reparations. The part of the world that I come from, which is Africa, many a times you hear from victims that they're not necessarily interested about financial compensations. They might be interested about apologies. They might be interested about restitution. They might be interested about rehabilitation. So it's important to look beyond. Financial compensations, context by context, might be important, but they're not necessarily the deal breakers. There will be much more broader reparation-related conversations that need to happen, and this obviously also needs to be adapted to the local context within which we are operating.
Do you think that last question in general, Vatican has reached an acceptable level of transparency in the way they internally deal with the abuses?
I do personally believe that there is progress. We're moving in the right direction. There is obviously room for improvement, and we're trying to push in that direction to see that room for improvement being addressed, and with the right sense of urgency that it needs to be addressed. I wouldn't be here if I was not seeing progress.